And also you can just share with us what are the memories that you also have about Baba. It could be a video you've seen. I've been seeing so many people obviously sharing their funniest, the most memorable quotes when he was, talking about football, the passion that he had. If you have anything, you can just channel that through our X handles. Mine is Betty M. Kialo, and we'll be taking a look at that. Now, interestingly enough, our very own Willis Ochieng, yes, I mean that, the word master, who's going to be joined. Actually, here he is. He actually had interactions with the late former Prime Minister, Raila Odinga. Willis, I know it's a very heavy evening. It has been a very heavy 2 days. Willis, just talk to us about how you received the news and how you feel tonight.
Betty, if there is a week that I would hate to remember, it is this week. That is for Kenya as a country. I have some very, very strong attachment to this country by heart and for a long time, and when it comes to the name Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, when I received the news that Raila is no more, I thought it was a dream, then I thought it was a joke. And then my own mother, she's very old at the moment, but called me and asked me, there are people joking about the life of Raila Odinga. Then I asked her, Mom, why are you asking me that? By the way, that time I had not received any news about it. Then I asked her, Mom, what are you talking about? She told me, they say Raila has breathed his last. Then I told, because my mother has some attachment also to the Odinga family, because they have been very close to us. In fact, Betty, I would surprise you tonight that my elder brother, if you go to Homa Bay County and mention the name, the late Councillor Otieno Kowo, you'd really be shocked, because him and Raila were just like, buddies.
Right.
Though he was very young, but they were like buddies. In 1994, when Raila first walked himself into our compound, or my father's compound, it was like, it was drama, Betty. But then, that was the time we were burying my father. I saw Raila for the first time. Then come 97, believe you me, I now lost that brother who was a councillor, a very young man, but very close to Raila. Raila was again in my compound, and I saw Raila shedding tears. It really touched me. Then by that time, people thought I was going to join politics, and my father had talked to me, told me, young man, I know you are a very super footballer, number 7 for that matter, that is the right wing. But I told you not to join a top Premier League side. That was Gor Mahia. I was to move to that club, but then my father told me, I want you to utilize your brain because I want you to take care of the home. Then Betty, when I got into contact with Raila, one thing that struck me, because I was seeing him like, in fact, like some kind of supernatural being, but when I met him, he was such a simple and very humble person. And then what he told me about reading, reading for knowledge, being humble, then the value of forgiveness. And then he told me something that you need to respect every single human being. Then come 2005, I again meet Raila in Kisii. I had just walked out of a library, and then Raila was on a tour of Kisii. And that time I remember, I think that was his last year as the roads minister in this country. And then he was so keen on what we call now the Kisii Chemosit Road. Then he repeated the same words. He asked me, oh, young man, you still love English the way I listened to you one time in your father's homestead? I told him, English is like me, and it's like my blood. Then he told me again to ensure that I read and read and read. But Betty, one thing that really touched me this week is the way Kenyans love thorough people, people who really value this country, and people who are really out to ensure that we Kenyans keep living well. Betty, it's not a good week for me. So even my smiles, which people always talk about, you'll forgive me, Betty, for tonight. I don't like this week, but I celebrate Raila's life.
All right, thank you very much. I think that is really befitting, of course, something to say